Well, I'm currently with head coach of Illawarra Hawks, Justin Tatum. Justin, first of all, welcome back here. Very exciting game you guys had yesterday. How do you and your team feel coming into this game?
I feel confident, feel good. You know, we just want to make sure we got guys ready, body. You know, a lot of guys played an extensive amount of minutes yesterday, but our bench is ready to come in and help those guys out.
You know, defensively, that's what really caught a lot of people's eyes, the tough as nails mentality, the go after it mentality. What can you say about this defensive mentality about your team?
That it's going to get better. You know, it's only going to get better. That's the beginning. That's one of the things that we thrive on. We knew it helped us win the championship this past season was our defense, and the guys, the newcomers are buying in, and the returners are stepping their game up. So defense is the key.
40 minutes. Depending how much you either lose or win by, depends how all the teams finish in the group. What do you expect how this one will go?
I expect hopefully us to get the win and come out first in our pool. But at the end of the day, I want to just make sure we get better than we did yesterday. So and be healthy. And so that's the main thing. So I'm just excited about being here.
Coach Tatum, thank you very much, and all the best in your game today, sir.
Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Well, I'm now currently with Coach Blair of G League United. Coach, welcome back. Of course, your second game here in the group stage. How are you and your team feeling coming into this game?
Pretty good. I mean, the competition is fierce. We know that. It's a very strong tournament. We're going to have to play our best basketball, but I feel pretty confident. We got a day's rest yesterday, which helps us a lot. Going against a team there's a back-to-back for them, so I like to think that gives us a bit of an advantage, but, you know, the game will tell.
Now, of course, this game, you've got a very tough opponent you're up against. Do you feel this game will be predicated on the defensive end or on the offensive end?
Oh, I think it's both ends. Obviously, offensively, we need to execute well, but defensively, we have to play our best. Definitely, defensive rebounds are going to be a big thing for us. Last night, they had 16 offensive rebounds. We have to limit their offensive rebounds, second chance points, and then hopefully when we secure the ball, we can get out and run and play our style of basketball.
Coach Blair of G League United, thank you very much, and all the best today.
Thank you. God bless. Jesus.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Singapore Indoor Stadium for the FIBA Intercontinental Cup and the battle between NBA G League United and Illawarra Hawks. And you can see after this one, we'll have Al-Ali taking on Usami of Rex in the other game of the day. And of course, this one is really the big one when you look at the standings. NBA G League United and also Flamengo up above Illawarra. But here is the situation as we understand it best. Illawarra, if they come out and win by 3 points or more, they would move into that first place. Of course, we would need to get that confirmed by the end, and G League United could end up clinching first if they win by at least 1 point. And then there's some other scenarios where Flamengo could end up winning the group, but the points total scored would have to be a lower points scored. So I don't think they wanted to get more than 84-82 in favor of Illawarra. If Illawarra win by 2 points, then Flamengo have a chance. So anyway, it can get kind of complicated sometimes in international basketball, but all of the teams understand they've got the rules, they know how to calculate, or at least they should be able to, and I'm sure that you know, they want to win, they want to play well first of all, but also they would like to play in that showpiece game against Unicaja Malaga. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by my friend here, Chuck Schreiner. And Chuck, it's been an exciting first 2 days, and you know, hopefully this will be a close game if it lives up to what the other games have been like.
Well, if we just purely look at the stats, and it's fascinating to go through, the one thing that these two teams have in common, Jeff, is they've both played Flamengo, and they both, as we know, both games went down to the wire. So if you're looking at some of these stats, you know, first of all, Illawarra Hawks, they led second chance points by Flamengo by 19-3, right? 36 to 28 points in the paint, and that's over Flamengo. 13 offensive rebounds to 5 for Flamengo, but they were outshot by 48% to 41. So that was a big equalizer, and of course that led to Flamengo coming away with that narrow win. On the other side of the ball, the NBA G League team, they had almost a mirror-like stats going against Flamengo as well. They out-rebounded them on the offensive end. They had more points in the paint. They had more second chance points. So both these teams did what it takes. They thought what it would take against Flamengo, but only one of them came out with a win. So that's where we are. Two teams that are mirror-like. They both like to rebound. They both like to crash the boards. They both like to get down the court. They have similar half-court offenses where they try to dump the ball into the middle. They have similar type big men. So this is a fascinating matchup. And it's just a shame that only one of these teams can go through. And then you've got Flamengo lurking there as well.
Yeah, I think the big difference between these two teams, I would think that the G League United team might have a little bit more athleticism, might want to get out and run more, and the other big difference is while you do have Sharp, who's a great shot blocker, you know, he's got a lot less experience than McGee, and we will see if that has an impact in terms of rim protection, physicality. And JaVale McGee, to me, started showing us the JaVale McGee that we thought we were going to see late in the game. And if he comes out and can really establish himself as a force, or if Illawarra can, you know, that could be their best mode of attack, to try to really go through him as much as possible. Tyler Harvey played outstanding yesterday for Illawarra, and they also had some gritty defensive play, and Wally Bales, who came out and really had some good. Todd Blanchfield. I'm curious to see if he's going to start today, or maybe get more minutes. And I thought Ja'Cory McLaughlin as well started to. He had the worst luck yesterday, and I think that if he gets in there today, he could end up being a big factor for Illawarra.
Absolutely. Illawarra, by the way, only shot 17.2% from beyond the arc. They're going to have to clean that up in a hurry, especially against a team like this that puts a lot of pressure on you.
Well, Ferron Hunt was terrific in that opening game. We didn't see much of Sterling Manley, and I'm wondering if he may be more of a factor today with JaVale McGee, if, in fact, things start to go bad for G League United, because JaVale starts to have a big game. Chasen Randall also, and Jaden Shackelford, who had that game-winning shot for G League United. This has been the group of buzzer beaters of game-winning shots. I know there's some people talking that maybe that last second shot for G League United, maybe there was too much time. There was only like 2.5 seconds, and he was able to make a move and to get that bucket. We're going to see the introduction of the players here, so I'll pipe down.
It's the NBA G League United taking on the Illawarra Hawks.
We're going to get a look now at Illawarra.
Illawarra Hawks, captain #1, Tyler Harvey.
So Tyler Harvey, who I was just talking about, comes out. He was poised to be the MVP of the game. I mean, he had an amazing game, really carried the torch for this team, and he was utterly exhausted by the end of the game because he had done so much.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering how much fuel in the tank he's got left.
Yeah, 24 and 5 in that game, and you talked about McGee, 10 and 10, 10 points, 10 rebounds.
There's JaVale McGee, by the way, the big fella.
Jonah Bolden, don't forget about him. 12 points, 11 boards.
Well, Bolden, I'm not sure that he's playing today. I saw that he wasn't taking part in the warm-up. Waniswaka is huge. We saw Antonio come out. Waniswaka is huge in defensive intensity that he brings.
And you mentioned Blanchfield, he had 10 points. So, you know, to your point, he's a guy that they can turn to. He's a proven scorer, floor leader, full of energy.
Yeah, I think he's crying out for more minutes, but also that he's got that. To me, he really has that winning mentality.
Well, that's going to be tough to make up the points, and especially the rebounds that Jonah Bolden brings to that team. If he's not going to be in the lineup or even available off the bench, they're going to struggle to replace that sort of production, not only offensive end but also the defensive end as well, because he is an enforcer.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And if in fact he's not playing. So Harry Froling is dressed out, and I'm just wondering if that's why, because he was not dressed out for the first game. So it looks like Jonah Bolden will not be playing today, and Jabari McLaughlin. So yeah, so that's you lose a former NBA player in Bolden, and try to get some. I'm sure he must have had some type of injury.
So Harry Froling, he's 27 years old, 6'8". Of course, the SMU and Marquette grad and NBL Rookie of the Year in 2019. And he talked about injuries. He was injured for 2 years, Jeff. So he's just now rounding back into shape. And if he's the guy that's going to be replacement, I'm sure he's an able replacement. But my goodness, having to replace the production of Bolden, that's hard.
And their opponent from the NBA G League United.
Okay, well, NBA G League United. Chasen Randall, the captain. And again, a guy that's played for the USA in international competition in the qualifying windows. Shackelford, who hit the game-winning shot, and he was really good a lot in that win over Flamengo. Gilliard, he's always capable of going off and having a big game as well. Dexter Dennis, you saw him. Robert Woodard II could get some more minutes today. Taven Kinsey played an important role in that win. I think he was the one that delivered that alley-oop. He was the one that got the alley-oop pass, or he delivered. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
Sharp, we were impressed by his shot blocking.
Yeah, remember Marshall University all-time scoring leader, Trevin Kinsey.
Taylor Funk, good hard-nosed player coming off the bench.
Sharp, by the way, had 2 blocks in the last game. He averaged 4.5 blocks, led the nation in blocks, Jeff, and had 9 in one game at one point in his college career.
Buddy Boeheim comes out, and we just saw Devin Williams, who played an important role in that win, and Ferran Hunt, who was the MVP, just did everything for this team.
Devin Williams, one of those basketball nomads, Australia, China, Turkey, South Korea, Puerto Rico, G League. He's been everywhere.
And here's Sterling Manley, did not play until the very end of the game, and I'm just curious if he might get some time today against JaVale McGee.
Well, the 7-footer, 207 centimeters. The UNC guy, I know he makes you smile.
He does.
Also played in China.
We had the fist bump before the game. So he is, so that is it. Those are the lineups, and no Jonah Bolden. So I think with Harry Froling, he's been out of basketball for a while. Here are the referees for tonight's game. Martin Kozlovskis, the crew chief from Latvia, Yano Yomas from Turkey, and Wasim Husseini from Canada get the honors for this very important game. And Harry Froling and his brother Sam, both part of this team, and Sam coming back from an Achilles problem that he's not expected back for several weeks yet, might not even be back until the new year. And Harry who was out of basketball for a couple years and played NBL 1 last season.
Yeah, that's a big hole. Johnny, NBL Sixth Man of the Year, 24.7 points a game at the NBL level. But yeah, he's a fan favorite too. Matter of fact, both those brothers. So Harry's going to have to pick up the slack, and we'll see how effective he is at that. So
I would not anticipate him playing too much, but hopefully he will. I remember watching him at the under-17 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Dubai many years ago. And of course, Sam played for the Australia team that won the FIBA Asia Cup, and that was in Jakarta. Not the past one, but the one before.
Sam won the NBL Next Generation Award when he was a little bit younger. Consistent double-double threat for sure. So to your point, Jeff, I agree. I think the G League team is more apt to push the ball. They do have some very, very athletic players, and this is to be anticipated. Any team from the U.S., they tend to depend on athleticism, maybe perhaps a little bit more than other countries do, sometimes to their advantage, sometimes as a detriment. They can make not great decisions from time to time, but that is a hallmark of a lot of these teams from the G League. And,
well,
you know, they one of the Coach Hernandez was remarking on the fact that the surprise was they came out in a zone. Well, they didn't come out in a zone, but they reverted to a zone very early in the second quarter, and that sort of threw them for a loop. And it took them a while to recover from that.
By the way, James Akinjo and Stephen Richardson also here with G League United. They are not dressed out tonight, so for the second consecutive game they will not play. But I'm just wondering, they may come into play at some point, whether there's an injury or maybe the coach is holding them back for that last game. So we shall see. And it should be noted, I liked what Joseph Blair had to say about how tough this competition was. I'm not sure what they anticipated coming in, but they understood that the G League teams have not won this yet, so they would have already been on notice that you're not going to just ruck up and win this thing. You're going up against really good talent. And as for Coach Tatum, well, great guy, great coach, but I need to talk to him about that hat. I'm not so sure about the
Cardinal fan, huh?
Yeah, I think we need to have a discussion. If you had a big A on there, that might be better for Atlanta.
Of course, my colleague Jeff from North Carolina, so proximity-wise,
Southern
Atlanta
boy.
would be his.
4 hours south of Charlotte.
There you go.
In the car.
So, by proximity, an Atlanta Braves fan.
You hail from the great. You live here, right? Singapore,
do.
but you hail from the great state of Texas.
No,
The Lone Star State.
Milan. Sorry, Maryland. And,
Oh, that's right. Why am I thinking
yeah.
Texas? I think it's your southern drawl.
I only get it when I'm around you, Jeff.
Well, hopefully, you disappointed me with your football team selection, but anyway, that's another thing.
Well, wait till you hear my baseball team. I'm a Yankees fan.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm all over the map. Growing up overseas, that happens.
Joseph Blair, the head coach of G League United. You might remember his days as a player. It's great to see them transition into coaching. And Justin Tatum, of course, the father of Jason Tatum, one of the best basketball players in the world.
Yeah. Had a conversation with him yesterday about Jason.
Illawarra Hawks will start with JaVale McGee, Tyler Harvey, Wani Swaka Labullock, Mason Peedling, and Ja'Cory McLaughlin. Antonio McDowell-White, Greta Bales, Yates, everybody else coming off the bench. Froling, and there is their coach, Justin Tatum. So thankfully that Cardinals hat is no longer being donned. I'm just kidding. I don't mind him. So it's nice to see a guy proud to represent where he's from St. Louis.
I remarked to him yesterday he looked younger than his son. He says, yeah, I get that a lot.
Chasen Randall, Tavion Kinsey, Jamarian Sharp, Buddy Boeheim, and Ferron Hunt with Shackelford. They're gone.
Well, they got Sharp in there to.
Well, that is the fastest jump ball ever. We didn't even see it. But anyway, it's a jump ball, and it's going to be G League United that have the first possession. So G League United wearing the white, attacking the basket to the left on your screen. And Sharp putting up a three, misses everything right at the end.
Yeah, nothing but air on that one. A little bit interesting to see Illawarra come out in that zone right away. Not the intensity that we saw with them right on the get-go on defense that we saw yesterday.
So Boeheim in that starting five. There's a little bit of trouble, and they're able to get it. You can't start slow in this game. It's hugely, if you want to win it and play for the title, play for the FIBA Intercontinental Cup tomorrow. And that is a good start from McLaughlin. Already a change for him because it took him a while to get going yesterday.
The G League coming out of man-to-man this time. So skewing that zone for the moment anyway. Wide open look on
Buddy Boeheim off the back of the iron.
Offensive boards, keep an eye on that statistic as we.
How about that, driving in and extending for Ron Hunt, but looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Wani Swaka. Peeling drives in, gets it back to McGee and JaVale McGee, and they got that one game under their belt and already look a little sharper.
Yeah, they do. That's a nice little roll to the basket off that pick and roll. McGee downstairs.
Drifting in, missing was Randall.
Who almost walked with it that time. Good defense by G. They're staying with the man-to-man.
Here we go. Oh, JaVale McGee almost fell, gets the shot up and scores. He just looks like a complete. He looks like he did in the fourth quarter and overtime.
He's carried on that same game. Yeah, they've got Jamison Sharp on him. I don't know how long he's going to be able to hang with him, though.
And finally, three-point shot good from Ferran Hunt.
Hunt, who had 24 in the last game. In fact, 24, 9, and 7. Really lit it up. Almost had a double, almost had a triple-double. Here's, look at that coalescing on the ball there by G League.
Wani Swaka drives in, lays it up.
Wow. Making quick work with that little drop step move, getting straight around the defense. No weak side help at all. Too easy.
Ferran Hunt able to get in, misses, follows up his miss, and there's the putback for Sharp.
Yeah, unfortunately, JaVale McGee was nowhere around. Sharp had his way inside. Once the loose ball was there, Sharp cleaned it up.
McGee, oh, look at that. Just kind of looked off Sharp. A little confused, and three-time NBA champ drives to the basket, and encouraging start for him. And this has to be for Hawks fans back home watching him, thinking, wow, we've got a special player coming.
Yeah, Sharp on his back foot.
McLaughlin off the back of the iron.
Slow start by NBA. There's Hunt with his second board.
Here goes Ferran Hunt, and 2 free throws coming.
Well, that's what we expect from Hunt. He's a great dribble penetrator. Nice little head fake. This is the previous play. Oh, see, Sharp caught no man's land there. Free throws very important in these games, as we've seen. Teams that don't shoot well usually don't win.
Well, Ferran Hunt has definitely kind of asserted himself as kind of the man in this team.
Him and Shackelford both. They went to Shackelford towards the end of the game against Flamengo the other night. Oh my goodness.
Well, this time JaVale McGee missing everything.
Tried to go that baby hook with the left hand that time to no effect. Harvey using the screen.
Chasing Randall. Back outside. Here's Ferran Hunt. Spins, turns, gets in, and look at that boy. He's just, they better find somebody that can guard him because he's doing what he wants to right now.
That's exactly right, Jeff. He can freelance with the best of them.
Tyler Harvey drives in. Nice, silky, smooth finish for Tyler Harvey.
Yeah, gets in the lane, the little floater. He can do it in the left or right hand. There's the screen.
Here's a three-point shot, and that's Chasing Randall.
Nice high screen there, freeing up Randall.
And
he gets
ball
bailed
goes
out.
out of bounds.
Bailed out that time. He was off balance, was Harvey. So he'll go the line for a pair. Boheim protesting that. He was leaning backward as he went up, so there was no chance on that. As we look at the subs coming in for the Hawks right now, number 11, Daniel Greta coming in, the mullet man. Number 22, Mason Peeting, product of Eastern Washington. Good interior depth guy, averaged 4.7 per game in the NBL season last season, which, by the way, that NBL season has already started. Started yesterday, I believe. So converting those. The Hawks extend their lead to 4. Now the game goes Hunt.
Okay, well, Ferran Hunt's going to inbound the ball, and Greta has checked into the game. Daniel Greta, a.k.a. the mullet, checks in, wears number 11 for the Hawks. He's guarding the ball now. He leaves the inbounder to double team. He's feisty.
Yeah, little token full court pressure now by Illawarra. See if they can almost coughed it up.
Bale's almost able to step up, and Luka Yates in the game. Blanchfield in the game as well. Here's Chasing Randall. That's good.
Well, that's what you do.
After a very shaky start, G-League United trailing by just 1 point.
Yeah, taking advantage of the space being given their perimeter shooters. They've been converting. That's been the difference for them. As you say, Jeff, they started out not looking too impressive. Little bounce.
Blanchfield, a little turnaround.
1 and out.
Now a chance to take the lead for G-League United. Buddy Boeheim. Oh. He went up. Good defense. Tried to make the pass. Goes out of bounds.
Classic getting caught in between, not knowing whether to pass or shoot, so he did neither.
So Shackelford, who hit the game-winning shot on the baseline, checks into the game now, number 5. Also Funk comes into the game for G-League United.
Now there's that zone again, 2-3 zone that United has gone back to. See how it pays dividends.
Nice pass. And Yates finishes. Good job. McLaughlin could be the key to unlock this defense.
Well, that's the weakness of that 2-3 zone, and the Hawks finding that the little crease in that zone right away.
Ferran Hunt on the deck, goes in, gets it up. Wow, he is looking almost unstoppable right now.
He's keeping the ship afloat now for G-League. United staying in that 2-3 zone. There's where it's susceptible right there.
Yates picks, and Bales puts it up. Sharp goes up for the ball, doesn't rebound it. Greta missing.
These are wide open looks the Hawks are getting.
Well, Ferran Hunt had hit that one, and he almost did. Soft touch, but went off the rim. And here's Chasing Randall. Oh, my. He is on the money. And G-League United have taken the lead.
Yeah, they're queuing up around that line on the wing and out top because the Hawks aren't coming out to meet them. They're going to have to spread out their defense a little bit better than that.
Oh, nice recovery defensively. Sharp, another block for him. Good passing on the interior, but when you have a rim protector like that, it's awfully difficult to score. Watch this again. Here it is. Chasing Randall has been as hot as a firecracker at the start of this game.
You can see him lining up at that three-point line because the Hawks aren't coming out on them.
Harvey, got to be careful, and he throws it away, intercepted by Hunt. But now he turns it over, and Harvey for three. Now Funk with the rebound, quick outlet. Diagonal pass to Hunt, and Breda goes up for the block. And good hustle back on defense by the Hawks, but Shackelford ends up with the basketball, and he misses.
Yeah, this pace favors, as you were saying before the game, Jeff, this up and down style favors the G League team. So
Greta showing a little bit of toughness on that play.
The Hawks don't want to get sucked into this sort of back and forth affair. Not that they aren't athletic, they certainly are, but they're not used to this sort of pace like the
Dexter Dennis in the game, as well as Gilliard for G League United. Here's Blanchfield. Oh, that's a block.
Trying to feign for the charge there. No luck there. You can see he's still moving his feet. Pretty easy call for the ref.
So Luka Yates coming in earlier today for Coach Tatum. He's gone to some of these guys who didn't get as many minutes, getting them more minutes right now. And here's a reach and a foul on Gilliard.
Especially with the Hawks playing that second game last night. Or check that, the first game last night, excuse me. But you know, you're playing 2 games in a row.
Wally Bales inbounds it to Harvey. Harvey gets in space, another chance, and boy, what a touch he has. I have been impressed by him the first 2 games.
Yeah, a little finger roll.
He is, to me, much better than advertised. Here's a drive, Shackelford denies, and again, the high-flying Greta brings it down. Here's Blanchfield, rims out, but the offensive rebound, Greta, he's tough, and he misses. He'll be frustrated by that.
Well, he fouls on the second chance attempt, so that's his first foul. But yeah, point taken, Jeff. He showed some character last night, too, in crunch time, and early on we see his toughness. He's overcome a couple of knee injuries. Looks almost full steam now. Funk running the point now. Let's see, looking for a screen. Nice job intercepting that.
Gilliard, oh, got a wedgie.
Yeah,
the first game of the day.
Yeah, I think that's the second one of the tournament that I've seen. The pace of this game, Jeff, is really surprising to me.
The thing about that is, if you try to do that, you can't do it. It just has to happen. McGee back in the game. Over to Greta, high arcing 3, and that was short.
Gang rebounding there by
Here's Funk. Shackelford, got it!
Again, queuing up at that three-point line on that left-hand side on the wing.
Harvey has the answer. Quickly the other way, and the foul, chance for three-point play for big number 41, Devin Williams.
Yeah, getting loose of his defender. Nobody picking him up downstairs. Got caught ball watching. The return pass right on the money. Williams does the rest. Check it out again.
Well, Williams has had an odyssey of a career, 31 years of age.
I think for
Of course, he
Greta,
played at West Virginia.
that's his second foul.
He might, yeah. There is
Lane violation, I think. So he'll get to throw it up there again.
Segreta goes out. And Wani Swaka back in the game.
Early on, NBA G League United shooting 5 for 11 from beyond the arc. That's 45%.
It's not too bad. That's Williams missing the free throw, though. That's a 2-point lead. Harvey drives in. And McGee tapped it out, hoping his teammate was there, but instead Shackelford picks it up, goes down, and misses a 3.
Yeah, not a good decision there for that shot.
Here's Blanchfield, doesn't mess around, and he clangs one off the back of the iron.
Both these teams a little bit 3 happy at the moment.
You saying they're happy to shoot 3s?
Yeah, it seems to be. They're jacking them up there at a high rate.
Funk from deep, he misses. And Wani Swaka a little slow reacting to the ball, so they're going to hold on for the last shot here. G League United up 2 points. They're going to stretch that lead. Gilliard gets it over to Funk. Funk has to get it up, and they don't get it up in time.
Oh, my goodness.
Poor clock management right at the end. And 24-22, 2-point lead for G League United here at the, oh no, we've got still 0.5 seconds left.
Yeah, got time to draw something up.
Well, they got time to get a quick heave.
Catch and shoot from 40 feet.
Catch and heave. Catch and pray for a miracle.
Yeah. Nice looking crowd again here at the indoor stadium in Singapore, the Lion
He's got
City.
it. Oh, wow. So there's a little bit more than 0.5, and he scores. They started with 0.5, but then they added a little bit of time, and Tyler Harvey.
How many times have we
Look at
seen
this.
that? How many times have we seen this?
Well, they definitely added a couple of seconds, and they take advantage.
Nobody coming out on the shooter. That's inexcusable. So a free 3. And the lead goes to the Hawks 25-24.
Well, how good has Harvey been? I mean, this guy has been, he's got 12 points already.
Yeah.
So 25-24, Illawarra Hawks on top of NBA G League United. So looking at the numbers, pretty good shooting.
Well, if you're looking at the shooting percentage, 44% for G League, 54% for Illawarra, 38% from Threesville, that's for G League, and 33%. Looking at the rebounds, 13 and 13, so even all over the place. Block shots, even there. Points in the paint, 14-8, that favors Illawarra. Second chance points, 5-0 in favor of G League. Fast break points, 2-0 G League. So bench points, 5-2. The categories pretty much even, going back and forth early on. As we would expect, a very closely contested game.
So you're seeing the face of Buddy Boeheim and the happiness of Bales. Of course, that was their third 3 made in the quarter.
Well, I was expecting a much faster pace, Jeff, but they seem to be content to jack up the threes and, you know, sort of freelance around. And we'll see if that changes as we get deeper into it. But, you know, right now, it sort of feels like a feeling out process, although that usually, you know, dissipates after the first 6 or 7 minutes, but it's continued. And a little bit of, I don't know, it just seems just a little bit of fatigue maybe with the Hawks, but they're right there, 25-24.
Well, it's close. I mean, it's, look at this. They need to fix the scoreboard because they've got 30-24 right now.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I mean, you come in and you know that for Flamengo to go through, they need Illawarra to win by 2 points. Illawarra know they need to win by, I think, 3. And G League United can't lose. They can lose. They can't lose by more than 1. So points are important, and shots like that become even more important.
To your point, yeah, and then, you know, the lax defense there by G League United on that last play. I mean, that hurt. You go from being 2 points up to, you know, to a point down, And to your point, well, if this ends up the way this is right now, there's going to be a lot of happy people from Illawarra.
Well, I can see that you're on point with that comment. So, second quarter action underway. Gilliard starts, brings the ball up. Font also in the game. Shackelford, Williams, and there is Williams following up the miss.
Yeah.
Also in the game is number 9, Dennis. And for G League United, for Illawarra Hawks, Swaka, Keatling, McGee,
Right away.
and Harver.
The intensity you can
Harvey.
see has picked up, Jeff.
Yeah,
Right away.
Out to Wani Swaka. Here's JaVale McGee. Oh, the sky hook, but he misses. He was pulling out a Kareem job.
A little bit too far from the hoop.
Shot clock was winding down, so he had to get the shot off. We'll have to ask him if he practices that much.
Gilliard.
Harvey whips the pass to the corner. And it'll stay at this end.
Gilliard with that wraparound pass. Let's see if they've got a play off of this. Some holding. Coach Tatum there.
Here's Gilliard. Brings it back out. 3-point shot. That was long from Dennis. And again, it's going to stay at this end.
Yeah, Gilliard took the ball all the way underneath and back out again. See on the break who makes they're wide open. Look, you've got to take it. If you're given that much space, can't knock it down.
I'm not sure he's their best three-point shooter.
No.
Devin Williams, he's open for a reason. Here's Harvey. Oh my goodness! This guy is just unbelievable. 15 points for Harvey.
So he was the star of the last game in the first half, so he's picked up right where he's left off at 24 points.
Just no, he's hurting you outside with his drives.
The potential.
Oh! And Gilliard goes flying down after the contact with JaVale McGee. Or is it Swaka?
It was Swaka.
No, it was on McGee. McGee with the push. I'd like to see the replay of that one because, boy, he went tumbling down.
First foul on McGee.
Watch this again. This is Harvey. No hesitation. He's feeling it. He's been feeling it since he arrived in Singapore. Must be that good breakfast they have at the Pan Pacific.
Second team foul on Illawarra.
And offensive foul on Sharp.
Trying to get position down low. McGee was having none of it.
Looks like McGee's wearing like some type of nasal strip today. Didn't have it yesterday. 28-26.
Some of the players were saying that trying to get used to the humidity here. Of course, it's air-conned in here, but
Here's a bounce pass, and it's knocked away. And goes back over to G League United.
yeah, the loose ball is going United's way early on. So they climb back to within 2. Now see, look, nobody coming up for the screens. There we go, finally.
Well, they got to guard Chasen Randall, but this leaves Shackelford open, and he knocks down the 3.
Nobody followed him. Easy decision for Shaq.
The Shaq attack. McGee, soft touch, does not go.
Now let's see if they try to run here. They've got numbers.
Oh, Goes off the hands of Jason Randall. And it'll be Illawarra basketball.
Yeah, that's a silly turnover there. He was looking to pass the ball into the interior before he had it. It's unfortunate. You saw Sharp had a step on McGee. But you got to control the ball first.
Have they called a technical foul?
Not sure.
Or no, they've called a timeout. Okay. Well, we'll go down to the bench and listen to what Coach Tatum has to say. And while we do that, we'll allow Chuck to start handing out the cookies.
The gap's to drive in the zone. Yes, it is. And we got to be aggressive when we get the ball in the middle. P and Mace, don't dilly down. Attack the big guy. Let's go cross to get action. Let's go cross on the zone. And then we get it back up, Rock. Then we got P coming up and J.A. on the same side. All right, trying to get the gaps are wide open. Don't be afraid to attack the big fella. We have to attack him. You got me? On his back end, box him the fuck out. And let's go. Let's get it done.
Man, come on. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, tight ball, tight.
Not surprisingly, points in the paint going the way of NBA G League United 7-0 early on. Bench points also 10-2. So League United doing their job. The role players coming in. Actually, points in the paint, excuse me, 14-10 in favor of Illawarra. Second chance points, however, 7-0 in favor of NBA G League United. Ball's dumped in.
Here's McGee going up for the, oh boy, the tap was there. Wani Swaga had his hands on the ball. He didn't score. Now Chasen Randall has it. Skip pass over to Funk. And he knocks down the three. Boy, talk about three-point shooting. They are jacking them up, and they're making them.
Yeah, Funk was calling for it very early on that possession.
7th three, 7 of 18. And now the turnover. It's back to G League United.
There he is calling for it. You can see his hands in the air. The defender just sort of jumping at him. They don't need much space.
Okay, we're going to see Harry Froling. He is going to check into the game. I wasn't sure if we would see him, but and Blanchfield in as well. McGee goes out. We also see Antonio who checks in. Joan Antonio.
Silly foul there
by Froling.
Yeah.
So his brother Sam is on the team. Both these guys Australian internationals, but it's going to be a while probably for Harry to get back to where he wants to be, just physically in his basketball rhythm.
Just sort of lunged it sharp there for no reason. So why is that?
Shackelford again.
They're lighting it up. Lead stretched to 7.
Biggest lead of the game for G League United. Antonio, he misses a 3.
The rim's got a cover on it right now for the Hawks. They're going to have to go to some different options.
Well, that one shaked out for Shaq. And now up it goes to Antonio, who just missed one.
Good job by G League to get back.
Blanchfield drives and scores. Chance for a three-point play for Todd Blanchfield.
Classic case, Shotford not moving his feet. There's a play before that, or that's the developing play right there. See, just sort of reaching around instead of moving his feet. More times than not. Take your pick. I think he was fouled by 2 guys.
You know, Chuck, you come from Maryland, right?
Yes, sir.
The great state of Maryland?
Great state.
Okay. Can you tell me who won in 1974 the FIBA Intercontinental Cup?
Oh, my goodness, no.
The Maryland Terrapins.
Who?
Maryland.
Maryland.
The Maryland Terps.
The Intercontinental Cup?
Yes, they did. They did. And, you know, this has had a lot of interesting developments over the years.
Yeah, you're schooling me, Jeff.
Well, here is a 3, and a little bit more shaking from Shackelford, 12 points. And these guys are just shooting lights out right now. And now the ball knocked out of the hands of McLaughlin. And they run again. Shackelford feeling it, gets it up. The long rebound, he corrals it, over the shoulder pass, it goes off of Sharp and out of bounds. And right now,
yeah, Sharp saying it wasn't off his hands at all, but the referees aren't falling for that. Wasted opportunity there. There's a prior shot by Shackelford, burying that. In fact, he'd hit 2 in a row. Oh boy,
goes off Wani Swaka. This thing getting away from Illawarra. Now they get it back. This deficit could be worse.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy at the moment.
McLaughlin gets it up from the line and scores. So that's a 4-point swing. And if you're G League United, you'd like to put this thing away as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up. You want to poke the bear, so to speak.
And now Sharp gets tangled up with Harry Froling. Harry Froling didn't give any ground, and Sharp kind of barged into him.
Yeah. Froling's a wide body. And once he gets those feet apart, he's a tough guy to get around. And Sharp got a little bit frustrated there and tried to bulldoze him right in front of the referees. That's never a good idea. Going out now is Antonio. He will take a rest. Swaka will come back in. Or Swaka will go out, excuse me. Bayless in.
3-point shot missing. Harvey. Oh, Ferran Hunt lost it for a second. Then he got it back and he was fouled.
The NBA G League, they're guards. And anybody who really has the ball, they're very good at dribbling. They're very good at advancing the ball. And too many times the Hawks are just reaching in, hurting themselves with fouls. So that puts the Hawks over the limit.
Joseph Blair. The wheels are in motion. He's thinking like, what am I going to do next? It's like, I'm not going to do anything with these guys the way they're shooting it right now. His team looking good. Chasing Randall at the free throw line. Yeah, so Letty Drizel coached that team.
That's right, lefty. Yeah.
Do you think he did the lefty stomp?
No. When I was a kid, I remember going to the campus there, and he had these, those toss-back things. He had them all over the gym. He must have had 15 or 20 of them up. It's like a maze.
So he had the great John Lucas on that team, point guard. Here is the entry pass to Tyler Harvey. Gets it up and gets it down.
Soft release with that left hand.
Harvey, meanwhile, just numbers keep going up and away. He's got 17. Here's Ferran Hunt. And it looked like that.
Yeah, Hunt's
so
trying
that ball
to.
goes off of Hunt.
Yeah, he's trying to do too much at the moment. He had a guy free after he threw that screen downstairs, but elected to take it himself and try to force his way through traffic, and that's what happens. Bales gives it up.
McLaughlin. Oh, good catch, Froling. But he was falling out of bounds and he had to pass it and he threw it away.
Yeah, he had no idea where his teammates were. He's just hoping for the best. Here comes Randall. Here comes the screen.
Jason Randall passes it back. Oh, wow.
Oh,
don't see that happen all.
a weird bounce.
Tavion Kinsey took that shot. Harvey. Oh
my goodness.
Froling. And
yeah, Froling was a little bit out of control down there.
Well, no, he was pulled over by Shackelford.
Well, he had the mismatch and he couldn't wait to get to it. They're going to say the foul's on Shackelford. It could have easily gone the other way, but Froeling's eyes got big as silver dollars. He saw the mismatch that he had. He was looking for the return pass, but Shackelford, I guess, grabbed him.
Well, Froeling's a big man. You don't want him falling on you.
No. Boheim getting ready to check back in.
Buddy Boeheim?
Boeheim, sorry.
Son of...
What did I say? Did I say Boheim?
Yeah, but
Boeheim.
I don't think Jim will mind. I'm sure he's heard it a lot.
What a coach. From the baseline, let's see if they can.
Oh, they get it to...
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Froeling. Already off the glass.
Are they saying that that's goaltending?
Yeah, they are. It already hit off the glass, so you can't touch it once it goes off the glass. And Froeling actually is looking a little more, I don't want to say useful because that sounds belittling, but he's looking better than I anticipated because I understood that he wasn't going to be able to play that much. But remember, they're playing without Jones. They're playing without Bolden today.
Yeah. Well, the footwork's always the last thing to come back when you have a long layoff.
Chasing Randall from three, and out short, and Froeling with the rebound. So it's been an encouraging start for Harry. And here is Bayless getting in and putting it up and in. And now Illawarra come back and trail by just one.
Well, we've seen this a couple times. Teams that get addicted to jump shooting, at some point in time, they get reeled back in. So they're going to have to go into their bag of tricks and come up with a few more options than what they've been showing so
nice
far.
Nice pass for Ron Hunt.
Yeah. That'll do.
And it's Kinsey that laid it up and in.
Just talking about them getting addicted to the outside shooting, and then they come back and they do mix it up. Dribble penetration with the man running the baseline.
Froeling is trying to post up. He gets it. This is it. Here he goes. And they call the foul.
Yeah.
He had the mismatch. Really good to see Froeling being aggressive, fighting for that position.
Well, as you said, he's very good about taking advantage of the mismatch so far. It's just a little bit too, when he gets the ball, it's been so long. And again, it's the footwork that's abandoning him right now, but he's lucky because they keep reaching in on him and getting the fouls.
I mean, they've got some big, you think about who's not here, William Hickey.
Yeah.
You bring Froeling back to this, Sam, his brother, Harry's brother. And obviously, if Harry continues to get back to his best, and we'll see how he does, you bring, well, Bolden's not playing today.
That's right, they're missing Bolden too. So, I mean, they've got a bunch of big guys.
And, this is going to be I don't know what people are saying down under, but I think it could be the team, the team to beat again.
Well, they certainly got the players to play the high-low game. Goes around the screen, going to pump up another three.
Oh, and he's got it! Jason Randall!
You talk about needing a bucket. That 7-point lead was just about down the drain. To watch that nice screen. By the time he rubs off of it, it's too late. Randall, all he needs is a step, and he had about a step and a half. And a chance to convert it into a 4-point play.
And indeed.
Now, see if they can get a stop. Much more active now, the Hawks on the, look at that passing.
Well, here goes, and the turn and the miss from McGee.
Yeah, too hard.
3-point shot, misses everything. Here comes McLaughlin. Blanchfield gets it.
Yes.
And Illawarra get it back to a 4-point deficit.
Oh, that's Branchfield again, getting open underneath.
And good drive, and Ron Hunt is going to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's McGee. That'll be his second foul. Illawarra a long time ago in the into the penalty. But there's Branchfield on the play before that, losing his defender, knowing exactly where he was in relation to the basket. Well, it's not really been an artistic game by any stretch of the imagination, Jeff. Both these teams just sort of playing in spurts. Difference being the three-point shooting thus far. And the vaunted inside game by the Hawks really hasn't materialized to the point we thought it would.
With JaVale McGee.
Yeah, but you know, part of that you can sort of, you know, without Bolden, that's a huge piece to miss.
Well, yeah, I mean, you take him out, but you bring in Froling, who's actually been really imposing himself in there. I think he's been encouraging. I think maybe Bolden, where you have maybe a little bit more open play as well as length and everything else. They're two different types of players.
And Bolden a little bit more athletic, let's face it, right now.
Oh, yeah.
Again, a guy coming back from injury, it's going to take him some time to keep saying this again and again. The footwork is very, very key if you're a big.
Maybe he needs to go out and take some samba lessons or something. Here we go. McLaughlin gets in.
Off the switch.
And
nice
puts
job.
It up and in.
Nice job.
Game. Now they got to get a stop. Remember, they got that three-pointer at the end of the first quarter. That long heave. Or long shot. Now, oh boy, that was Ferron Hunt. Well short on that one, and good save.
That's a nice hustle by the Hawks. They just wanted that more.
Oh, Jason Randall in a collision with Harvey going down.
Yeah, Randall's going to pick up the foul there. That's a hustle foul. You don't mind that if you're a coach.
Yeah, that's a little unlucky that Jason Randall gets a foul there because it looked like he was just reaching out.
Jason quietly 15 points in this game so far. Leading scorer, except for Harvey, of course, has 17 on the other side.
This is good. Froling's coming back into the game.
Well, we said at the beginning, Jeff, this was going to be a close contest. I mean, they play similar styles. They both aren't afraid to shoot the three. They do have options downstairs, and they've both taken advantage of that. But a little bit surprised McGee hasn't been more of a factor here in the first half. But he sure turned on the Jets last night in the second half.
He was a factor early in this game. But, yeah, like you say, it's kind of quieted down. So final shot should belong to G League United.
Yeah, let's see what they do. They're going to stretch it out here. I guess the ball's in the hand of the guy they want it. See if they come out and get him.
Pass to the corner. Three-point shot from Kenzie. They got to go quickly.
See if they pressure the ball. They do.
And Blanchfield does not get it up in time. So a nice little finish to that half for G League United. The three-point shot. Each team finishing with a three at the end of the quarter. This time it was G League United's turn. And they lead at 51-45 over Illawarra Hawks at the break. And look at the numbers. 11 three-point shots made by NBA G League United. I mean, that's about the number that you would expect for a game.
And look at all the other stats, pretty much even. Really nothing to tell between both these teams. So slight advantage on threes, and that pretty much tells the story here in the first half. As G League United with the 6-point lead. McLaughlin with 7, McGee with only 6, Harvey 18, Randall on the other side of the ball, 15, 12, and 10, Shackelford and Hunt. 3 G League United players in double figures. Rebounding also pretty close, so nothing much to tell between these two teams. We look at the fast break points, however, 5-2 bulge in favor of NBA G League United. Bench points, a little bit of an edge to G League also, 19-12. So the role players, they bringing in, doing a slightly better job in the scoring part of it at least. But turnovers 6-6. A couple of steals, block shots, really nothing going there. Points after turnovers 6-3. So all these little things adding up, but at the end of the day, It's a three-point shooting, 41%, 11 of 27 for G League. Goes against 4 of 12 for the Illawarra Hawks.
Okay, we're going to go down to the court now and listen to Jason Randall being interviewed by Josh Beck.
Well, I'm now here with Jason Randall of G League United. Jason, good start for you, of course. How important is it that you guys win this game by as many points as possible?
You know, we just want to win the game. You know, however we got to do it. We just want to play as hard as we can and, you know, do what we came here to do, and that's win this game.
Jason Randall, thank you very much, and all the best in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Well, that was Harvey, Shackelford. I mean, the three-pointers have been flying in from everybody, but especially from G League United. And when they're not, the thing is, when they're not making them, they're getting a lot of offensive rebounds off those misses. So
Slightly better percentage for G League United.
well, I mean, it's a better percentage, but look at that, they got 7 more threes.
Yeah.
So if they're making 7 more threes, and when they're getting offensive rebounds off those misses, then it becomes quite problematic for the Illawarra Hawks. So I'm sure that Coach Tatum is going to make some type of adjustment, maybe. I would expect at halftime.
Yeah, he's going to have to. You're looking at points in the paint. They're getting absolutely destroyed on the inside. Even without Bolden, the Hawks have a 28-12 lead, and that is a function of shooting so many threes. As you said, Jeff, making 7 more, but they're taking a lot more threes. So I would expect them to be a little bit more eclectic, a little bit more variation in their game in the second half. Try and get something going on the inside. They don't really have the options that the Hawks have, but they've got Sharp. They've got a couple guys that can mix it up. They haven't been real successful so far, but just an idea to get them going a little bit, something a little bit more multifaceted in their attack.
Well, don't be afraid, Chuck, but a couple of dinosaurs that just come onto the court. So 51-45, NBA G League United on top of Illawarra Hawks. And again, looking back at some of these highlights, Tyler Harvey, 18 points, 3 of 5 from deep, 3 of 4 inside the arc. He has been just the man. I mean, he's just, without him, and you got to be excited knowing he's in your team. This was him right at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a bucket that G United would like to have back. A little bit lackadaisical on the defensive end, but yeah, he lets it fly. He looks a little bit like Steph Curry. I can feel that he sort of thinks that he's a version of that view.
Well, that's a pretty lofty, that's a pretty nice compliment.
Yeah.
51-45, NBA G League United on top of Illawarra Hawks at halftime.
Continuing with the highlights of the first half, that was Jason Randall, our feature player, 15 first half points. Here he rubs off the screen, crossover dribble, and drains that 3. From the other side, number 44, that's Farron Hunt. High point man in the game against Flamenco. So it's been those two guys that have been controlling the action more or less for G League. Nice screen thrown there, opening it up again for Randall. Nice job by Sharp to get into position. And that brings us to the halftime festivities, and there are a lot of them here at the indoor stadium in Singapore, day 3 of the 2025 Intercontinental Cup. Jeff Taylor and Chuck Schreiner, so happy you could spend part of your Saturday evening with us as we are on the 3rd day, the last day of round robin action. And tomorrow we'll be heading into the business end of this magnificent tournament, 2025 Continental Cup. 5th, 6th place game, of course the 3rd, 4th place game, and then the finals, 7 o'clock Singapore time. tip-off for our first game, the sixth place game at 1:30 Singapore time. So if you can't watch it, if you can't come down here, it's a nice looking crowd here. You can always watch it on whatever platform will bring it to you. And it is the last year it will be in Singapore for the time being. This is their third and final trip for the Intercontinental, the FIBA Intercontinental Tournament. And the 6 champions of the various leagues around the world.
I'm now with Coach Justin Tatum. Coach, first of all, it's been a very exciting game, but what do you feel your team needs to do to dig deep and get the victory?
We definitely got to protect three-point line. They got 33s up, made 14 of them. We got to protect that, and we got to keep attacking the paint. And we got to take care of the ball, so we got to figure it out.
Coach, thank you very much, and all the best in the second half.
Thank you, brother.
Well, Coach Tatum giving his thoughts at halftime, and the bottom line is we know that Illawarra need to win this game, but not just by a point. Ideally for them, they want to win by 3 points or more. And G League United, they know if they win this game, they're gonna advance. They're gonna go to the final to take on Unicaja Malaga. And I think even if they lose by a point, they could still go through. The one scenario where we understand that Flamengo could actually finish top of this group would be if Illawarra win by 2, and then it's a low-scoring game. So there are, 51-45. To me, it's looking like it's not going to be a low-scoring game, but who knows? I mean, maybe just think how tough it was that Flamengo lost that first game. Yeah. To G League United, to that man, or no, is that
Shackelford, yeah, number 5.
It was Shackelford's shot that beat him. I think that was Ferran Hunt that we're looking at. But anyway, Jaden Shackelford hit that game-winning shot.
Yeah, and interesting what Coach Tatum was also saying. They're going to have to find a way to get in the paint and score some more. They recognize, like we did, you don't want to be just a jump shooting team, because the chances of you being able to rely on just one type of scoring are not very high, especially when you're playing a team that does so well on the inside. As we said, 28-10. That is the points in the paint. That's the edge that the Hawks enjoy over NBA G League United. And turning the ball over too, that was one thing that Coach Tatum emphasized, although turnovers really 6 and 6. I think he was just trying to say that, we do have to continue to take care of the ball. So a lot to play for here, as you said, Jeff, in the second half.
Well, we are underway here in the second half, and look at that. JaVale McGee went under Sharp to score.
Well, you saw how much room he had. Sharp didn't come out, just not confident enough that he can stay with him.
So Randall, Kinsey, Sharp, Boeheim, and Hunt, and look at that, Sharp with the answer.
That's a wingspan. He was 2 steps away from the bucket and still was able to slam it home.
Here's McGee again. And he goes up and dunks it right on top of Sharp. Puts him on a poster.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the upper body.
Well, that is kind of what we thought might happen before the game. But what a finish from Kinsey. He has been tough in his makes today.
Coach Tatum said that they're going to have to take the ball to the rack more, and that's exactly what they've done the first 2 times down. But so have the Hawks.
Look at this. Outside to Wani Swaka. Puts it up mid-range. He had McLaughlin open for the 3. I'm wondering maybe if that was the preferred option. McLaughlin's got a nice touch. Here's Kinsey. Oh, my. Rattles out.
Yeah, from the elbow. That shot's been there for him. They haven't been able to knock it down.
Dennis getting ready to come back into the game for G League United. Here's McLaughlin. Nice pass. And, well,
he was in rhythm. He just couldn't knock it down. Oh, beautiful spin move.
Oh, my. Wow. I mean, this guy right now, Ferran Hunt could be the MVP of this tournament the way he's been playing.
Beautiful spin move.
And McGee has it knocked out of his hands.
Uh-oh, let's see. Now, watch this again. Look at this spin. Boom. Well, that's a tough shot. It didn't. I thought that he faked the guy out of his sneakers. He did. McLaughlin stayed with him. Just an excellent shot with an acute angle. So checking in the game will be Dexter Dennis. We haven't seen much of him tonight. Boeheim will bring it up. Looking for the screen. Here's Randall. Randall around one screen.
Look at that, high off the glass. And, oh, McGee throws it to Sharp. And they call a foul on McLaughlin, swiping down on the basketball.
Heads up play there by Sharp. Gets the loose ball, goes straight back up with it. So not afraid to take a little contact, and that's exactly, he got nailed right in the chin. So a chance to extend this lead to 10 points, Jeff.
Sharp misses the first. We've seen some combative, resilient play from some of these teams when they get down several points. I think Illawarra definitely still in this, but they need to start making some inroads. Remember, they also, it's not just about the win for them, it's about how many they win by.
That's good. That's good defense there by the NBA G League.
Peeting rather, puts it up and in.
Well, they didn't switch on him on the interior, so it left him open. So he traversed across that line.
That three not there, and then Dennis comes in for the rebound. So Peetling's bucket cut the deficit back to 7. And now Dennis keeps possession at this end. Peetling goes out. And Blanchfield in.
Peeting checks out, Mason Peeting.
And the three-point shot, no good. Three-point shot. McLaughlin misses, follows up the miss. And
some sort of a foul. I think some holding on underneath. If that is on McGee, that would be 3 on him. They absolutely cannot afford to lose him. See if it is him.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it is.
So he definitely doesn't want to get technical either.
Oh, great screen.
That measured response. Here goes Ferran again outside. Chasing Randall. Over to Buddy Boeheim. Oh, second wedgie.
Well, that's
2 in 1 game.
Yeah, that's bad luck though. You're not supposed to have more than 1 in 1 game. That's not good for that.
But his went from up high. It wasn't from the corner. Maybe it is easier to do than we realized.
Well, you remember when you were a kid and you do that and you were by yourself, you only had 1 ball and you're only like 5 feet tall? How the heck
Buddy
are you
Boeheim.
supposed to...
Oh, and the ball knocked out. Oh, nice handoff. Wani Swaka puts it up and in.
Lucky that wasn't a 3-point play. Swaka doing the right thing, looking for the contact. Randall.
Here goes Chasing Randall. He's just so smooth.
Little finger roll on the inside, off the glass. It's been his trademark. That's twice he's done that.
Nice bounce pass McLaughlin to Blanchfield. Gets it back outside to Wani Swaka. Here's JaVale McGee. Oh, nice handles. Oh!
Yeah, he's having his way right now with Sharp. That you want to go to that whenever you absolutely need a basket, it's there.
Chasing Randall. Oh my. Chasing Randall. This is his world. And we're living in it. He's leading them in scoring. He's got 17. Well, he's the captain. Turn around. You can count it. Blanchfield. Illawarra hanging around.
Yeah, both these teams starting to heat up.
In fact, Chasing Randall now has 19 points. And here is Ferran Hunt. Gets blocked. They get it back. Good job, McGee. Here's Wani Swaka. Needs to get rid of it. Ooh. Buddy Boeheim almost getting the steal. Blanchfield goes in. Oh, he gets rejected. But a foul has been called. 2 shots.
Well, you know he's going to get a couple blocks a game. That's what he does. That's his strength. Sharp at that time couldn't control his body in the air, just sort of lean forward and contact. So 2 points. Okay, here's a man with 3 fouls coming back in here.
The game is a little physical, so it's time to bring Greta into the contest.
He's got 3 fouls, so
So Buddy Boeheim goes out. They called the foul on Buddy Boeheim, a push. It wasn't on Sharp, because Sharp got all ball with that rejection. And Blanchfield, who played very well yesterday, goes to the line, makes the first. It's a 4-point game.
In fact, Greta only has 2 fouls. Remember, he picked up that second one fairly early.
And now here, this is what we thought might happen. Sterling Manley does come into the game, gives some minutes here. His size.
Well, they've got to find somebody who can match up better with McGee. And it's not Sharp. The isolation right now.
Chasen gets it over to Shackelford. Here he goes.
3 on the shot clock.
Oh, look at this. Oh my. Breathtakingly good stuff from the hero of their win. The man to hit the shot at the buzzer. And these guards are just running the show right now for this G League United team. Take your pick.
Good rotation there by the Hawks.
Harvey inside to, nice turn and make from Greta. Well, Manley, a little slow reacting.
Yeah, lurking down there on the baseline. Then the ball washing, he just takes a step forward, gets the return pass, easy.
So here Froling checks into the game. This will be an interesting battle between he and Manley.
Well, let's see if G United can take advantage of this with McGee out.
Oh, look at that.
There's a foul.
And Diwali Bale's almost going the other way for a layup.
Well, they're saying it went off his foot. The refs are having none of that.
Good to hear the hum in the crowd, the people saying Shackelford shaking and baking. He's got plenty of options. Shack attack.
Yeah.
Shake and bake. Shake Shack. All right.
Hack a Shack.
Oh,
remember that one?
Of course. We've also got a Shaquille in this tournament. Shaquille Johnson that plays for Flamengo.
Shack, rattle and roll.
Oh, that's a good one as well. Might borrow
See that back court.
Instagram post.
There's your turnover.
Absolutely. Good defense from Illawarra. A little sloppy from G League United. They cannot leave this door open. They've got to try to put this team away. Sit back in looks like a 3-2 zone.
It's a 2-3 still.
It is a 2-3. Here is Blanchfield. Well, you get a zone, you need a zone buster, and Manley comes down with the rebound.
He almost walked with it. So that's why he's in the game, so it's paying dividends already.
Look at Chasen Randall going right at the basket, but just missing.
Yeah, gang rebounding that time by the Hawks.
Look at Diwali. Diwali leaving him bewildered. Now over.
Oh, there's a mismatch down there. You see Gritty. He's going to pick up another foul now.
Harry Froling?
Greta.
Oh, Greta. Okay. So, no, it's on Froling. So his second foul.
But they're finding the mismatches. The Hawks are all around. It's just that the guys in white are swarming on them and frustrating the big men, whether it's Greta or McGee or any of them. They're using their hands too much and they're getting called. They're getting whistled. Off the screen.
Uh-oh, Ferran on the hunt. Now over to Chasen Randall, step back for 3. And good box out by Froling, keeping Manuel away. Over to Blanchfield. Oh, nice spin. Oh, what a finish.
Yeah.
Nice amount of English.
He deserved that. That's a lot of work.
Got some quality. Like the boy next door. Yeah. Putting it up and in.
You're absolutely right. Branchfield needs some more PT. What an energizer.
Well, if he gets PT, he gets PT. S. Points. He's, look at that. This quarter, 18-13, Illawarra. Here's Shackelford. You cannot leave that man open.
Again, he had the big man on him, so that was easy.
Shackelford.
Grida cannot keep up with Shackelford.
Blanchfield the other end. He's starting to feel it as well.
Second in a row for him.
And Jaden Shackelford played his college basketball at Alabama. I think he knocked my Tar Heels out.
Next foul by the...
Here goes, oh, ball knocked away.
That'll put them on the line. They're over the limit. So every foul from here on out, next couple of minutes, G League United will be at the line. So look for them to press the action, go straight at the teeth of the defense of the Hawks. Here's another shot by Blanchfield.
No, he was not in that team. So he played at Alabama from 2019 through 2022, and since then Oklahoma City Blue for a couple of seasons, and then the Valley Suns. Of course, G League champion in 2024. Jaden Shackelford showing some quality today, and so is this man, Ferron Hunt, although this is the free throw. It's a 3-point lead for G League United. And what have we got? Offsetting fouls? Or offsetting technicals?
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, Ferron Hunt and Blanchfield.
Well, Hunt's holding his ground, and I think it's pretty good-natured, actually.
A little bit of trash talking going on.
Yeah, I think that's just your typical.
You do a little bit of that back in the day?
Yeah, minimal. I didn't really have the...
You let your play do the talking?
Well, I could play some D. I didn't have enough swag to go out trash talking anybody, to be honest.
You know why they called me the bricklayer?
With it. Let me guess. Under 2.
Well, they get it in. Blanchfield gets it up. Oh. Now a chance for G League United on the break. Here's Dennis. Oh, takes the bump and scores. It's almost as if it's fired him up. Oh, and Grida runs into it.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
So it was, just to confirm, 2 technical fouls. One was on Ferron Hunt and the other for Blanchfield, for each of those 2 guys going at each other. But it feels like that little altercation has fueled this contest with a little bit of extra.
They were smiling the whole time. And there's no doubt these guys know each other. I mean, a lot of these Hawks players have played in the G League as well. So they've come across each other. So it's a lot of respect on both sides of the ball here. I mean, that's not to say that they don't want to both win.
Well, Blanchfield's a veteran. He's 33, hails from McKay, Queensland. Went to the Australian Institute of Sport. He's definitely played all over down under. Here's Shackelford, goes to the line. There's Para Antich on the right and Ronnie Turieff on the left.
Yeah.
They're the ambassadors for the FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2025. And those 2 guys, I mean, come on, guys, take your job seriously. This is not a laughing matter. No, they've been doing like a lot of stuff around Singapore, and they were on the rugby pitch the other day.
Yeah, they look like they could be rugby guys.
That's a good point. Yeah. But Pero, I mean, Ronnie comes from France. They play a little bit of the rugby there, but I didn't know they played in North Macedonia.
They were world champions not too long ago.
Final seconds ticking off the clock. Gilliard misses.
By the way, that was an unsportsmanlike foul that we just witnessed. A foul shot plus possession.
Oh, back outside to Blanchfield. Count it!
Oh, yes. But he's keeping them in it.
Well, he was in that Australia team that won the FIBA Asia, the very first FIBA Asia Cup that Australia played in. You might remember back in Lebanon, 2017. That was an outstanding tournament. Oh, Bayless really getting up in the grill of Shackelford. Yeah, and he needs to, because otherwise Shackelford's just going to own him. Here he goes. Look at that. Gets a little bit of space. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You could predict that, couldn't you? We have seen that time and time again.
He was guarded by the best man on the other team trying to stick with him, and he still knocks down the jump shot. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter.
They spread it out. Let's see who they. Here comes the screen.
Biwale gets it over to Froling.
No, you don't want him taking the shot.
Well, he's here we go. Quickly. And
too short.
Taylor Funk misses. So at the end of three quarters, it's 73-68. NBA G League United over Illawarra Hawks. G League United going for their second win after that thrilling victory over Flamengo.
Yeah, looking at some of the percentages, 50%, 66%, three-point shots, 12 to 34. Marginally better, but that has come down the percentage. Free throws, but you know, as you expect, you look at the stats very close, and you look on the scoreboard. Lo and behold, it's a 5-point game. So everything to play for in the last 10 minutes. You're going to see the intensity ratchet up a lot. And you can see McGee just owning Sharp. He did that on 2 or 3 occasions, just dribbling right at him. And there's a wingspan of Sharp on display there. Watch this again. And that's what happens when you've got roughly twice the size of the guy you're going against upper body-wise. Great spin move on the dribble penetration there by Hunt. Blanchfield, he was the man of the third quarter for the Hawks. 8 points by my count in that quarter alone. There's Randall. There's a shot by Sharp we saw a little bit earlier. And right after this, he went to the bench, and yeah. There's McGee owning him again. That's almost being posterized right there, Jeff.
Well,
so 5-point game.
5-point game, still all there to play. Both teams locked in. I mean, this G League United team, to me, has come here this season with more focus, more talent. You know, they had a little preparation tour in Japan before they came, and I think it's reflected in their play. They've looked good.
Yeah, Coach Tatum was remarking on that one game that they played, and they got their clocks clean the very first game. But then the second game, they rebounded and came back. He didn't say if they won or lost, but we said it was the experience they got was invaluable.
Actually, I'm getting confused. Was it G League United that was in Japan, or was it Illawarra? I can't remember
G League
now.
United.
Okay. Yeah.
They had the 2 games there.
So Coach Joseph Blair.
Yeah. Coach Tatum. So they did have a warm-up. Because that was one of the questions I was giving to him. You know, a lot of your guys have never even been out of the United States, literally. And then they come over to play an entirely different style of basketball.
Yeah. Here we go. Blanchfield. McLaughlin. They want to get to the big fella, but they can't. And here is Harvey. Oh, just was able to get around Funk. Funk tries to say he was traveling, but I don't think so.
No. Harvey, to me, is the best player on the court off the dribble.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably right, although Chasen and this guy, Jaden. Uh-oh, Jaden, another step back. Not this time.
And
but the offensive rebound, Funk. Oh, and a three-point shot. Well, he can make that shot.
Yeah.
Devin Williams. What was Buddy Williams laughing at?
Well, if he can do that a couple more times. Off the screen, there's your switch.
There's Harvey. You know it.
Wow. From the parking lot.
That man can play. Tyler Harvey.
Gilliard in the game now for United.
And JaVale McGee with the rebound. It feels like a chance here. Oh, Biwale going in, and then the... I was going to say that's the patient whistle, but yeah, that's a late one because he was actually the closest referee to it.
So he'll go to the line. Opportunity now to tie it up for Illawarra. G League United led by 7 at the half. They've been reeled in at various points since then, but this is the closest Illawarra has gotten to knotting things up as Boeheim comes back into the game.
You know, Buwali's got a bright future, just 23 years of age. I mean, he plays with a lot of fire. Played a year at Hawaii. If you're going to choose to play somewhere just 1 year for college basketball,
Hawaii would be a bad choice, right?
I think I'll go to Hawaii. Of course, they need to want you.
No. Well,
that was back in the day. He also went to the Basketball Australia Center of Excellence
in Honolulu.
Well, he was there 2020-21. So before he went to the Interwest Bulls.
Gilliard swings it.
Here's Funk. Oh!
Way
that
off
came
the
hard
mark.
off that one. Oh, the rejection from McGee rather. And JaVale McGee making his presence felt. Chance for Illawarra now.
Well, Williams was given a gift there, but he didn't open it, did he?
And McLaughlin missing it from deep. Here's Funk again. Oh, another tough shot. Oh, he gets rejected. Not for the first time. Blanchfield shows some swatting. Now Kinsey, he goes down looking for the foul. Oh my goodness.
Well,
nice
Williams,
sportsmanship for Harvey, helping Kinsey up. Look at this.
Yeah, Williams just, he doesn't need to be putting the ball on the floor. And look at him leaning back. He needs to go straight up to the rim. Sort of leaning back, lean forward, use that body.
Look at Blanchfield.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the rim protector in this tournament. You know he can shoot it, but on the defensive end, he's underrated with his, at least his ability to get up and reject these guys. We saw him have that great chase down block in their first game against Flamengo. Here's Buddy Boeheim, catches in the right corner. Follow through is there. And JaVale McGee with the rebound. And now a technical foul has been called on Illawarra.
I think so. Might be the coach. Or is that Tatum that they've called it on? Wait a minute.
I don't know why you would.
But Tatum's talking to his players. He's not. He wasn't the recipient of the.
It was definitely him. So I don't know what he said. Maybe it was how he said it. He was. I think he was arguing that he felt like there was a push in the back, and it's cost his team a point. And here's Blanchfield going in, and that was bizarre. Here's Buddy Boeheim. Oh my!
Yeah. Right decision there. Give it to your sharpshooter. That's what he does. Spot up shooting.
It's hard to describe what we just watched. Illawarra had all the momentum. Coach Tatum gets a technical.
Well, no.
And he's looking like, why have I gotten a technical? Look at that. I didn't realize he had gone between his legs.
No, but Coach Tatum coaches G League, and they're the ones shooting the foul. So it must.
No, it's Tatum coaching. Coach Tatum's over with Illawarra, and he gets the technical. And then all the momentum goes. I mean, Blanchfield misses the drive after he makes the free throw, and then he comes down.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a difficult miss, and all of a sudden, all the momentum. So, yeah, so they have the momentum. He gets the technical. They give up that free throw. Blanchfield misses a wide-open layup.
Oh, off-balance shot there by Boeheim.
They need to. I mean, in a game like this where every single point matters. Oh, and JaVale McGee. Very fortunate, and now a technical foul has been called on G United, I think.
Well, Williams is McGee doing the right thing, going straight at Williams because he doesn't move well. So you can go straight at him, just dribble straight at him.
Taylor Funk has just
happened.
fouled out of the game because he just got a technical foul for saying something to the referee on that drive. Obviously not thinking that he had committed the foul. So he's called for the personal. And then he gets the technical. So they get the technical. Now he's going to shoot again. So this is a.
So he'll get his 2 free throw shots for the miss because he was fouled. Ooh, so 1 more to go. So trying to make sense of this.
Just double checking the Taylor
one
Funk.
shot for the technical, then 2 for the shot.
Okay, so he's only got 3 personals. I thought the man on the overhead said he had 5. But anyway, well, they come out of that smelling like a rose. G League United. McGee.
So Gilliard.
Harvey made the technical free throw. Gilliard gets it back. Oh, Williams has it knocked away by McGee.
I tell you, when he gets the ball, it's an adventure. Just doesn't have any handles.
Here we go, Harvey. Oh, gets the bump. That was an awfully difficult attempt for Harvey. It looked like Boeheim was moving pretty well defensively, but we have to see it again. But, you know, Harvey's been so successful driving. Clearly, well, you can see that Tatum's still kind of really unsettled, kind of ticked off by the technical that was called on him. You know, emotional discipline. I keep saying this all the time to my kids. Don't you come into this kitchen demanding anything from me. You need to maintain your emotional discipline or I'm going to give you a technical. No, but seriously, in these moments at the end, you got to maintain that emotional discipline. Let's go down to the bench. Okay, so we're not hearing from them. I guess here late in the game, they don't want their secrets out, so 79-75, still a long time to go, 6:36, but just setting the stage. So if G League United win this game or lose by 1, they're going to finish first. Illawarra can clinch first if they win by 3. Look at Tyler Harvey's numbers by the quarter, so he had a quiet third. He's got 6 in the 4th. And we understand that if G League United win by, or excuse me, if Illawarra win by 2, then Flamengo have a chance. But looking at the score already, it has to be a low-scoring game. So I think unless these two teams go into a drought here at the end of the game, I think their chances are going to dry up.
Yeah. And by the way, the game getting very physical now, as you might expect, getting down to the wire. You can see McGee going straight at Williams. So they have not put Sharp back into the game because he was victimized so many times by McGee in that first half, figuring that Williams has more girth to him. But the problem is when Williams gets the ball, it's an adventure.
Yeah, I like that word, girth. Here's the 3-point shot. And now another chance. I think we should say he has more muscle. Well, he would like that anyway. Here's Harvey for 3. Oh my! Wow. He has been just sensational.
And that ties it up.
Look at Shackelford. He's been sensational as well.
With the Euro
step, yes. He doesn't even live in Europe. What's he doing a Euro step?
Let's see how McGee gives it up this time. See if he rolls downstairs. Yeah, he does. Oh,
here's
pushing
McGee.
and shoving.
Couldn't quite get to it.
He was wide open.
Biwali gets back on Ferran Hunt, who is able to keep it away as the double team comes. Oh, Shackelford left open. And traveling. The call.
Wait a minute. I think there's something else going on. Yep, just a straight turnover. It's going to be a fascinating last 5 minutes.
They call traveling on that. So here's Harvey again. Well, he's been so good that that miss catches me by surprise because he hasn't missed much.
Yeah, same with Shaq.
Only a 2-point game.
Oh, off the
Shackelford again. They battle.
Great screen.
Here goes Bilwali. Bilwali. Blanchfield. Ball goes out of bounds.
Well, 10 minutes ago, he couldn't miss. Blanchfield was a man of the game on in the third quarter, at least for the Hawks.
I think it was that missed layup that kind of knocked him out of kilter.
Okay, here comes Sharp back in.
So Sharp has had a little bit of time to rest. Williams goes out, been playing hard. And
well, McGee.
We're now in winning time, 5 minutes remaining.
See if they go straight at him.
Here's JaVale. Oh, almost.
Yeah, they went straight at Sharp. Sharp had his hands all over him. So
I think it, I'm just wondering if he tripped him, if that's what the call was. Foul by a foot, because McGee lost his balance as he got in there. 35 years of age, JaVale McGee.
I mean, that's smart. You go straight at him. You see him coming back in, and McGee instantly wanted the ball.
So
there's just no way Sharp can.
Yeah, if they score any more points, Flamengo have no chance of finishing first. He misses the first.
He was listening to you.
Well. He makes the second. So we know that as McGee laughs, I think we pretty much knew that was.
He's missed, I think, all of his free throw shots until there.
Oh, that's a foul. Yeah. Sharp going to the line. The foul on JaVale McGee.
That'll be number 4 on him. And that's the way to attack McGee. The quick pass inside and Sharp not putting the ball on the floor, going straight up to the rack. McGee had no choice. Could have just let him take the jam, but
well, I think unfortunately for Flamengo, let's be honest, they checked into the Heartbreak Hotel on day 1.
Yeah.
And that is what kind of ruined their chances. Had they been able to win that game. And it just goes to show you how good, how balanced this group was. Oh boy, Sharp was not very sharp on that. It's 81-80. So now Illawarra.
See if they go back to McGee. There he is.
And the entry pass gets away. Can't turn the ball over in this situation. Ferran Hunt puts it on the deck, gets it outside. The drive and the bucket is good from Shackelford. He's so slippery good.
Yes, he is. Great dribble penetration. He can go to either hand.
Oh, and the rejection from Sharp.
That's his second block.
Now quickly, chasing Randall.
A great lead pass.
Ferran Hunt spins, turns, gets in the lane, and he gets rejected, but he goes to Jason Randall. And Wani Swaka had no option but to try to push Sharp away from the basketball as he shoved him out.
Well, you know, every time Illawarra gets right at that magical place, a point down, or in this case, a tie, something untoward always happens.
Look at this. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
This is where they really miss Bolden.
Ferran gets it into the paint, puts it up. Good! The Huntsman.
But he accepts a little nudge and then just gives him time to correct himself, get the feet settled. Easy jumper for him right around the free throw line. And now the lid's on the basket for Illawarra.
Yeah, McLaughlin missing that. Could be Looking like we might have a G League United Unikaha battle for the FIBA Intercontinental Cup for the second year in a row here in Singapore. And here's the foul, 2 free throws.
Great decision by Shackelford. Force the action, take it inside, make them commit themselves. So that's their 3rd team foul. G League United's already at the limit. So next foul by Illawarra, they will both be in that same position, and they're going to bring McGee back in. They're going to have to roll with him no matter what. He's got 4 fouls. If he picks up another one, so be it. But we're down to the 3-minute mark now. So opportunity to stretch this into a 7-point lead. Shackelford, that's the guy you want at the line for sure.
Interesting talking, you know, we're thinking about player of the game here, and you know, for me, it's one of 3 choices. Is this guy shooting the basketball? Shackelford, shake and bake. Shackelford, shake and shack. It could be Chasen Randall for how well he played, especially in the first half. It could be Ferron Hunt again. I'm guessing that probably it's Jalen Shackelford because he's been getting this done in money time.
Boy, a lot of time left though. Oh,
Here's
good ball rotation.
But they're not having much success here late in the contest.
Yeah, like I said, the lid's on the basket the last few minutes. Oh my goodness, wide open.
There's Ferron Hunt scoring again. The lead goes up to 8. I still maintain you go back to that sequence where Coach Tatum was hit with the technical foul. That moment is what changed this game, because
you're right.
Because G League United punished them getting the free throw, and then they came right down the court. Right after that, they inbounded the basketball, and Blanchfield bizarrely missed a layup. It looked like he was going to dunk it, and then he missed it. And G League United went down and scored again. It just feels like they've had the wind in their sails ever since.
No, I agree,
in fact,
Jeff.
more than anything, it's felt like Illawarra have been kind of out of it. They haven't played well since that moment.
Yeah, they certainly went into a tailspin, and that's what happened. And things like that can, sure. I mean, you see your coach get a technical foul, and you know, a couple times McGee went at Williams too, and they didn't get anything out of it. To my mind, they should have been going just nonstop in the middle, because really, G League United doesn't have anything down low that can combat McGee. You know, and I keep going back, and of course, it's can't cry over spilled milk, but the absence of Bolden. I mean, what would the game be like if they had Bolden in there? So
well, JaVale McGee has 13 and 10, double-double, but that matters very little if you don't win.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Bolden, yeah, I mean, you could definitely argue that he would have made this much more interesting for Illawarra. But I will say, with Froling, he played much better than I anticipated. It feels like they still could have made other plays without Bolden to win this game.
But the point is, you can use a high-low. You can use 1 to 4 and 1 to 5, and you can switch them off. It just gives you another option on the offense, and they're just not. They're. Oh! That's a foul. And that's a good foul.
It's a good foul, and it's unfortunate because McGee, if he makes that, he's got a chance for a 3-point play. But instead now, he has to go to the line where he's had some struggles.
He's struggling mightily at the line.
Well, let's just analyze that closer. He is, I
think 1 of 5.
0 for 4.
Well, he made one last time. So he's 1 for 6 now, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, my thing's not updating.
You know, Devin Williams, number 41, we talk about his misadventures when he gets the ball, but 6 points, 9 rebounds. Oh boy, missed them both, and that's unfortunate. You know, and if you're every time McGee gets it, you go ahead and foul him. As we said, hack a shack.
Hacka Javon.
Oh, beautiful.
Hacka JaVale, excuse me.
One-hand runner.
These guys are they're putting the ball in the basket.
One-hand runner. Well, uphill battle now for the Hawks.
You got to tip your hat. You got to tip your hat to this G League United team, because they have had They have been locked in.
Oh,
that is Tyler Harvey. He has been sensational.
acrobatics there. Now, for G League, you got to be careful. It's only 8 points, and there's, you know, a minute 40 is an eternity. So use the clock wisely.
Oh, look at him.
Beautiful. Great decision making by Shackelford. Unlucky not to be rewarded. He'll go the line. He'll shoot 2, so 10-point lead with a minute 29. Not impossible, but
He's got to be raising eyebrows.
26 points.
People watching him play tonight.
I think he's got like 5 boards.
Jaden Shackelford, Valley Suns.
3 boards, excuse me. It's just it just seems like the Hawks they're just missing that one piece. You know, that one extra option on their offense.
Well, what they're missing is William Hickey. I mean,
Well,
let's
of
be
course,
honest.
but he hasn't
if
been
you
here
got a
the whole
backcourt
time.
that includes Hickey
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Harvey,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And then and you
And
bring
Bolden.
Bolden in, and that is Furling getting tangled up with Sharp.
Yeah. You know, Sharp keeps getting victimized, and you look how narrow he is his upper body, but to his credit, he's played a good game defensively. Look at that, getting in between, doing what he needs to do to be physical. Going to the line. Also not a great free throw shooter, but one or two would do.
Well, he misses
Both them both. Opportunity now, maybe the last one. They need to get points in a hurry.
Well, Harvey heard you. He gets it up, and he gets it down. He's got 32 points.
Now full court press. They beat that easily.
Oh,
wide open man
behind him,
downstairs.
pass. Oh, and
Oh,
this
my
time
goodness.
Sharp does make the shot.
Wow. Talk about opportunity. The ball on the floor, loose ball. Watch this little sequence here. Trying to get the ball to Sharp, off of Froling, right? Right into the hands of Sharp.
And then he breaks out the gun show.
Yeah. Yeah. No comment.
But I mean, that was a fantastic finish because he got hammered by Froling.
Again, he can't knock it down. 9 points with a minute to go. Still doable. Still doable.
Yeah, they got to get to this guy. Now he needs to make his move.
Yeah, but they need
know
a
he's
shot
there.
now. They need
Froling
a
can
shot
shoot
now.
it, and he's foul shooting a 3. Can you
Oh, my
imagine?
goodness, now how-
If he had hit that, that would have been a 4-point play potentially. But now he gets 3 free throws.
But again, they're saving graces. He's not a very good free throw shooter, but silly foul. Chances of making this shot, just run at him is fine, but then you lean into him and catch him.
Yeah, I think Froling did a good job
Yeah,
of getting that foul. I thought
Yeah.
Kinsey was wrong, but he's right. He kind of like got his leg in there.
Well, and Furling sticks his arm out as well to make sure he gets the contact, but
He's a good shooter,
Yeah.
actually. Terry Froling, great to see him out. It's going to be great to see it when he's out there with Sam Froling, his brother. And those are, you know, we weren't even talking about him being an option as well for this team. When he comes back to good health, this is a completely different team. This is a team that can, without question, contend. Oh, they better be careful. They don't want to complain too much.
well, it's a lane violation.
Yeah, they don't want to get a technical is what I mean.
I mean, Kinsey, come on now. It's 2 mistakes.
And he makes all 3. So, cha-ching, 6 points, the difference. Oh, and the ball thrown away. They got a chance.
Yes.
Flashfield for 3. Oh, that would have been exciting. And as it is, G League United avoid that deficit being cut down to 3.
Yes, they did.
That was the moment they needed.
But they're going to have to foul here in a minute. There it is.
So they foul. They put Chasen Randall on the line.
Foul on Harvey.
Well, that just goes to show you how quickly things can change if you turn it over and Blanchfield hits that 3.
So both Froling and McGee with 4 fouls. Harvey with 3, McLaughlin with 3. And still time.
Chasing up to 26 points. No, excuse me, up to 20, now 21.
And a timeout. So again, you've got to rely on your 3-point shooting, and it seems to have abandoned the Hawks in the last 5 or 6 minutes. After a magnificent third quarter, Blanchie just carried the team, but they haven't really had anybody to pick up the load here in the fourth quarter. And that's the situation they're in now. As you look, their 3-point shooting, 31% for United to 29% for the Hawks. So that percentage, Jeff, has gone down considerably from the first half. 2-point shooting still there.
Well, there was an animated conversation with Coach Blair and the referees. I just wonder if it was about the lane violation.
The rebound surprisingly in favor of NBA G League, 51-41. Offensive boards, my goodness, 19-4 in favor of G League, so that's a big part of the story right there. Bench points have evened out more, but still in favor of G League United, 38-29. Fast break points, lopsided in favor of G League, 12-2. So controlling the boards on the offensive end of it, and also fast break points. That's your story of your game so far.
Well, they get the pass in bounds. Harvey gets it up quickly and misses. And I think that's going to do it, most likely, for Illawarra.
Yeah. All free throws from here on.
Well, you look at the 3-point shooting, 13 of 42. You look at the advantage in rebounds, 52-41. You know, like I said, they've missed some threes. Even so, they've still shot 31%, and they've got a lot of rebounds and second chance points.
But look at the offensive boards. I mean, what an edge.
But 11 second chance points for them compared to, it's incredible, just 1 second chance point for Illawarra.
Yeah.
And, oh, the foul.
Oh my goodness, that's a silly foul,
play.
isn't it? You hate to see that, and you can hear him saying, no foul, no foul.
Yeah, that's this. Now this, if he makes this, it becomes a 2-possession game.
But look, I mean, there's no reason for that. Just lack of discipline by Richardson.
Did they call it on Funk? They called it on Funk.
Oh, well, that's even worse. You should know better.
So 6 points. They need to get a steal and a 3. Okay, they commit the foul in the backcourt, and it's going to be Chasen Randall once again. And I don't think Chasen Randall is the guy you want going to the free throw line.
They didn't have any choice. They have to foul right away. So good decision to get the ball into his hands. If you're United, if you're the Hawks, you got to foul who's got the ball. And just hope for the best. Maybe just to be a time that he misses. A lot of pressure.
Nothing but net. G League 1 foot in the battle for first place game against Unicaja Malaga. Unicaja had a considerably easier path to the final than G League United, that's for sure.
Now they need to get on their horse.
McLaughlin Gets in and puts it up, and he gets it quickly. Now they got to get a foul quickly. That's the guy you wanted, and instead it's going to be a dunk for Faron Hunt. That is an exclamation mark.
Yeah,
they get to 100.
That ought to do it.
Biwali. Can you believe it?
Did they foul him?
Yes. What in the world is going on?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
3 free throws. This is actually with 8.1 seconds just opened up the possibility. If he makes,
you can't make this up.
If he makes all 3, it's a 5-point game.
Yeah. I mean, a steal, right? Quick 3.
He's got some nice touch at the line, doesn't he? Biwali
does. A quick steal, a timeout if you've got one.
He's got the Chuck Schreiner method. Look at this. The free throws.
I
wish.
Oh! 2 out of 3. There's a Chuck Schreiner method.
Oh, well. G League United, you got to tip your hat to them, especially the triumvirate of players, Jaden Shackelford, Chase Randall, and Faron Hunt. That 3 has been sensational as G League, NBA G League United win at 100-94, so they advance to the title game here at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup to face Unicaja Malaga. And now it just depends on, we'll see if the Spanish, the defending champions, can hold this team off. But look at the numbers.
Yeah, 65% from the Hawks from 2, but that wasn't the story. Look at the rebounds, 53-41. So especially offensive boards, you give a team second chance points. Usually you give them too many, you're going to lose the game. So Shackelford with 26, as you said. Randall with 23. Harvey, another excellent game, 32. Blanchfield gave it his best in that third quarter, 16. And so 100-94. And G League United punches their ticket to the finals. And Illawarra will have to wait and see. Maybe they'll be playing the third, fourth place game, maybe not. Some of that depends on the next game that will be coming up between Al Ahly and Brex. That will be coming at you in the next hour or so as we stretch down the last day of divisional play, and tomorrow the business end of fifth, sixth place game, third, fourth place game, and the championship game at 7 o'clock here in Singapore. We've had a bunch of close, in fact, only one blowout game.
Well, now with the player of the game, Jaden Shackelford, and the entire G League United. First of all, gentlemen, and Jaden, what does it mean to win this game undefeated in the group?
It means everything. You know, we came in here with eyes on winning it all. So coming in here and making up for last game meant everything to us. So we're looking forward to the next game.
What can you say about your teammates?
I love them. You know, they trust me. I trust them. We go out there and play to the best of our ability. It's easy when everybody's having fun. So that's all I can say for that.
Finally, a message from all of you. You know, the atmosphere's been great. These fans have been fantastic. What message did you have all for the fans here in Singapore?
We appreciate you guys. We love being here playing basketball. We can't wait to get out here tomorrow and win it.
Gentlemen, congratulations. All the best for your next game.
Well, Chuck, I think it's great that they have that attitude. I mean, they want to come out and win it. That's their belief. That's how they're raised to come out. And Illawarra Hawks, certainly, and Flamengo, two prize scalps. You know, they've already shown they can win tough games. But without a doubt, Unicaja Malaga will give them, I'm guessing, but I can say this with 100% certainty, this is going to be their toughest game.
Oh, yes. You mean United's toughest game?
No, it'll be G League United's toughest game.
Oh, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
When they go up against Unicaja Malaga.
Yeah, you're going.
And probably it'll be Unicaja Malaga's toughest game, without question.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so for the second time in a row, but I really appreciate this. First of all, the coaching by Blair, I think he's been really good. I think the Faron Hunt, Chase Randall have been excellent, but so has Shackelford, and he's also, Shackelford's kind of the money man. You know, when push comes to shove, this is the guy that you want to get the ball in his hands.
He won the game for him last time with that last-second heroics, and then he comes up big in the fourth quarter, just when it looked like the Hawks were going to make a comeback, and come right back at him. I
But
mean,
this is it's a tough game. It's a tough team to beat. 26 for Shackelford, 23 for Randall, who had the 4 assists.
yeah.
And then for Ron Hunt, the 21 and 8 and 3. Those 3 guys are high quality players, and yeah, they've really done a great job picking this team for the NBA G League United. So they go top, they win it. Flamengo, they will play in the battle for 3rd place, and unfortunately Illawarra Hawks, the champions of Australia, on the receiving end of a couple of tough defeats, they will battle for 5th place.
That's right, and that'll depend on the results of that next game, I'm assuming. So that is coming up in about another hour, Jeff. And so, yeah, I mean, what do you say? It's a really tough luck for Illawarra. They came here, from everything I was told, they were one of the co-favorites.
Yeah, well, I think they missed some players, but they battled hard, and that is the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. It's NBA G League United winning it 194 over Illawarra Hawks. They will battle Unicaja Malaga for the title.